what is a better way? I mean, yes, maybe a podcast is not on the radar, but maybe even going back to your website, how do you then start to evaluate who's a true customer, where you spend your time, and just try to find those true potential prospects?
Well, there are various modalities, and the business owner or entrepreneur has to select what works best for their audience and also what works best for them as the entrepreneur. So if we're in a situation where we're driving leads or driving visitors to the web page, then you may want them to take some sort of action that constitutes them raising their hand saying, yes, I'm interested. With one of our clients, they have a webinar series where they run a webinar every month, and they vary the topics of the webinars, so that some may be about this area of practice, others may be about this area of practice, etc. So every set of registrations for each one of those webinars gets tagged according to a particular subject. So that shows where certain segments of the audience are in their own journey, because they tend to be more interested in topic A or topic B, for example. Another is you could do an assessment of your audience, have them take a quiz that gives you data that helps you sort out which ones are prospects versus which aren't, and also what type of prospect they are, so that you can calibrate the offer accordingly. Another tactic, and this may or may not apply, but let me show this to you, is let's say there's somebody you'd like to connect with. Now, Robert, you're on social media. I imagine you accept friend requests and connection requests. And how many times do you accept that request, and then 3 minutes later, somebody's blowing up your DMs?
And it never happens. Never happens.
And it's every form of creepiness, weirdness, and just outright boring the hell out of me. Like, what, at the time that you and I are doing this interview, it's 3 days before my birthday. So guess what's happening? I have all these folks who have been having these one-way conversations where they're pummeling me with all these sales scripts and these fake bro type conversations. And this morning I woke up to him and says, hey, looks like you're going to be a birthday boy in 3 days. Like, no, I'm not going to engage with you so you can put a sales pitch on me. How many times do I have to not answer you before you get that?
Right.
This is why when I reach out to folks, just to digress for one moment, my opening gambit is, hey, nice to connect with you. By the way, I have a podcast and we're always looking for great guests. Would you be interested? I get much higher response and many more yeses or at least tell me mores than I do out of creating some manufactured fake conversation or bombarding them with a sales pitch or a script.